How's it going, guys? It's currently 5:15 in the morning. Getting ready to go to work, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. So, this weekend I was honing the cylinders on my engine block for the Fiero, and I stumbled across something not so great. So, cylinder number one actually has some pretty deep scoring in it, and I'm going to end up having to take the block to get bored and get new pistons for it. So it's going to add another big chunk of price to this whole deal, which I'm not too excited for, but there's not really a way around it, and I'm not going to put this engine together with a scored up cylinder. Why don't I go ahead and show you? And yeah. Alright, so we got the engine block sitting in the back of my car here. This is cylinder number one. This is the one that's scored up. As you can see right there is a pretty deep gash. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up. There's another one right there. And some more right there. And there's a couple little ones in the rest of the cylinders. Nothing as bad as this, though. But I'm going to end up having to get them bored out just to clean that up and get bigger pistons to go in there to whatever I have it bored out to. Now, I'm not going to go super crazy. I'm not going to make it a 5.7 or anything like that. I'm just going to do enough to clean it up. But it's early, it's dark, and I got to go to work. So I'll update you guys as soon as I know what's going on with this. It's hot outside, but I'm here. I'm working hard. I'm getting stuff done so you guys can come along with me and, well, enjoy things you might not be able to enjoy if you were trying to do this stuff on your own. I did something this weekend that I never thought I would be able to do, but, well, here it is. Put in a car lift. It's a Champion car lift, 9,000 pounds. I didn't expect to get it this weekend. I didn't think I would get myself a car lift for a very, very long time. But all the cards lined up. I went and picked it up and put it in this weekend. So in the last clip that I'm probably going to be putting at the beginning of this video, I showed you guys that the cylinder walls of my 5.3 liter for this car were a little scored. So I took it to the machine shop, had it machined. It was $300 to get the cylinders bored 20 thousandths. And there's something that I didn't expect to happen when I got the motor machined, but let me go ahead and show you what it is. So I've got the motor over here underneath the press, and that is because we are going to be doing cam bearings again. So apparently when you take your motor to a machine shop to get the cylinders bored, you don't want to have brand new cam bearings in there, because that's how they clamp to the block to bore the cylinders. So the brand new bearings I just put in there are messed up, and, well, I got a new set, and we're going to go ahead and put them in. And the reason I got it on the press is because I'm going to try using the press with my tool to put these bearings in and out, because I didn't quite like the way the hammer method worked. So that's the one good thing about having to redo it, I guess, is I can try different things. Oh, and just an update on the cylinders. Here's cylinder one, the one that had all the issues, and it's real clean right now. That's just a little bit of light scratching in there from checking the bore with my tools. Nothing that's going to affect how the cylinders wear. But that's a piece of hair. But yeah, I got the engine back. Everything's good. I got new pistons on the way. So when it's all said and done, this block is bored to 3.800, I believe is the exact specs. So it's a little bit bigger than a 5.3 liter now. But I'm still going to call it a 5.3 because that's what it is. So let's go ahead and start pressing out these new old new bearings. All right, we got this set under the press now. I had to move some stuff underneath to actually give it a little more clearance. We have our extension rod in here, which is normally put on the end of the main rod to get into the back of the motor, but since this sits up so tall against the press, it makes the rod a little shorter, because this is the max height my press can go. But let's go ahead and see what she does for popping out that number 1 bearing. That's that piece of wood down there I used to shim the block. It's popping because it has a lot of pressure on it. There we go. That's a good pop. That means things are moving for us. Alright, easy peasy. That first bearing is out. I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down so I can pull everything out, and we'll hit the... Alright, we're on to our second bearing here. We're going to use the short rod again, because I don't know if that long one will reach all the way down there, or the long one might be too long for the press, at least for these first couple bearings. So oh, no way. We're almost there. It popped, but we're out of juice on the press. Let me go ahead and shove something in between the press and the tool just to get a little more height off of it. And there it is. Second bearing is out. Set our block of metal over here in case we need it again. And go ahead and release the bearing from the tool. This is difficult to do. I'm going to put you guys away so I can go ahead and do this, but just want to put your wrench on there, loosen that up, and you should be able to slide the bearing off and slide the tool out. Alright, so we got all the bearings removed. We were able to use the actual full-length piece tool for the very last bearing, and that's the only one. But we got our new bearings sitting right here. Go ahead and pop those open, see what they look like. Nice and pretty. Now these are actually in a specific order in the package. Let me see here. Yeah, right there. It shows the number and what piston they're for. Or what position, sorry, not piston. But they should be in order in the box. I'm going to go ahead and verify them off camera, make sure they're all in the right order. And then go ahead and start putting them in. Alright, we got the bearings sitting in position down there with some engine assembly lube. And just like before, we want to make sure our oiler holes are lined up with the oiling ports on the block. Let's go ahead, press this bearing in, and hope for the best, because I don't want to have to do this a third time. Alright, we got the last bearing put in, and I will show you guys kind of what you got to look for with the mirror. You can see the oil galley there. You can see that it's lined up in the with the oil feed port. And that's pretty much all you're looking for with that. Still got a lot to do here, a lot to clean up. I have the new pistons on the way. I'm reusing the old rods. But that's it for cam bearings. I'm gonna get the engine back on the engine stand, and I will see you next time. It's a wee bit rusty, but what matters is the frame here. Frame looks pretty damn good. I mean, it's definitely gonna need a lot of cleaning. I'm taking everything off, gonna do a full frame off, but I've definitely seen worse. This whole rear subframe's getting replaced, so I'm not too worried about that. I have to get all new suspension. First time I've seen a Fiero on a lift.
Well, the only time I've seen it since it was done is in the garage. I haven't seen it in the sun. Today we're at Pacific Grove at the worldwide auction. We're at the top of the best of the cars now. And we've got the
Fuel tank doesn't look like it has any leaks in it, which is good. A little bit of rust on the front of it here, but that should clean up. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of work, but we'll get her done.